Hey everyone, Rutledge from TechRaptor here. I'm back for our State of TechRaptor May 2015 edition. Man, the months are going by really fast. So May was a pretty nice month for us. We had 267,000 page views, over 213 articles. A little bit of a dip from last month, but I'll talk about that in a minute. In regards to social media, we gained 650 new Twitter followers, 225 new Facebook likes. We gained 77 new subscribers on YouTube and had over 4,200 video views, which is a lot for a channel that has, I think, 1,350 subscribers. And we're growing every month. We're coming out with great new video content, and I can't wait to talk a bit about that. In regards to May, we had a decent month. We dipped a little, about 30,000 page views from April, but that is what it is. We're still leaps and bounds ahead of where we were last year, I should say. Around this time last year, we had about 31,000 page views, which isn't bad. It's respectable for a new site, but we're so far above that now, and it's so exciting to be getting as much attention as we're getting from developers. People are reaching out to us instead of reaching out to them. We're getting codes left and right. Sony's sending stuff to Robert Kingett to review on the site. We're getting, we got The Witcher 3. I mean, we're exploding, and we're going to E3. I mean, I'm so excited. We're in such a great place. I'm so excited for June. So the dipping of the page views, not even a factor for me right now. If we dip way below that, then something to worry about. But it is what it is. The main thing I want to talk about when it comes to May 2015 is a particular set of articles that we wrote about the Devlinger. Now, I wouldn't 100% say that we are a professional journalism outlet. We're very far from that. If anything, we're probably a little closer to enthusiast games press, in that we're all very passionate about the hobby that we love, the games that we play, the tech that we check out, all that stuff. So we published these articles about the Devlinger. The first one was really just a piece to say, hey, this is the state where this particular game's development is at. And we're going to leave it at that. And then some former developers from the studio developing the Devlinger reached out to us, and we verified their identities. We took a lot of statements from them, and we wrote up an article surrounding the game. Now, typically, okay, fine, that's an interview, it's an anonymous interview, you've checked your sources, blah, blah, blah. The problem is that it wasn't any longer really, it wasn't an article we wanted on the site, because it became he said, she said type stuff, in which Jeff emailed us. He was not happy about what was said, which didn't have any sway on the coverage. We published it anyway, which sounds cold, but we published it anyway because we typically don't let anyone sway our coverage for any reason other than if it's going to really, really hurt someone, which we've never encountered that before, so I'm not ever really having to worry about that happening, because we're not going to be publishing really, really bad stuff. It's not going to happen. You'll never see it on the site. So yeah, we published that. Jeff reached out again. We took a second look at the article, and we really realized that this was not the type of content we wanted on the site. We didn't want he said, she said. We want interviews. We want editorials that are rooted in facts. We want news, reviews, all of it that is unbiased, that is, I don't know what the word is, that has, we want to have integrity. We don't want to be a gossip blog. We never have, we never will. So we pulled the article. You can check out the article right here if you want to see what we said about pulling it, as well as there is an archive.today link, because we pulled the page, but we figured we should let our readers be able to read it if they really want to. The developer didn't seem to mind that, so there's an understanding there that we did make a mistake, and we've apologized for that. And we'll continue to apologize for that mistake. But one good thing that did come of this is that we did add the addition of anonymous sources to our ethics policy, in that we talk about how we handle our anonymous sources and how that all works. Because we didn't have that in there before, we didn't really think about it, even though we have done anonymous interviews. So that's in there. That area is now covered. That's pretty much it for May. I'm going to put a couple links here and here going down the page of some of our bigger articles in May. We'll put 5 gaming and maybe 3 tech up there for you to check out. But looking forward to June. Oh man, we're going to E3. We are sending 5 members to E3. We've got a video producer who's going to be shooting everything. We've got a sound guy. We've got 3 people excited to do interviews. We've lined up some awesome stuff that I can't quite reveal just yet. Maybe I'll reveal them as we're at E3 and I have them Instagram out pictures of who they're interviewing as a sneak peek of what's coming. We'll also have people off-site working on our team chat to cover every little bit of the conferences. So you're going to see news pieces for each big announcement. You're going to see a full recap of each conference. And then we're starting something new this year on our Twitch channel, in which we're going to do a 30-minute show after each conference talking about what was announced, and some reactions, some opinions, things like that. So if you're interested, definitely check us out. You can see our Twitch right here. It'll link you right over. We're also going to Tech Week, which I'm pretty excited for. I'm missing E3 because I've got some work stuff I've got to handle. Yeah. Tech Week is awesome. I love it. It's here in Chicago. They also have it in LA, Detroit, and a couple other places. But last year we went. It was really cool. If you want to check out a couple of the videos, they're right here. It's just really cool to see the tech industry in Chicago come together at this big event, talk about big issues, really cool things. I listened to a talk about IBM's Watson last year, which was really cool, talking about how they're going to be leveraging Watson to speed up the ability for doctors to get the information they need to make a diagnosis. We also talked about, there was some security seminars. I mean, you name it, it's there. There's also a whole area for startups to work together and talk and things like that. And it's an unbelievable experience. So if you're in Chicago or New York or Detroit and you're into tech, I would definitely say take a look at the expo at Tech Week. It's definitely worth your time. Esports. We are going to start covering a lot more esports, in that you're going to see a number of articles a week from us about Counter-Strike, which is my personal favorite. If you've watched me on Twitch, I'm not especially great, but I'm getting better. League of Legends, Dota, probably some Heroes of the Storm, some Smite. So we're putting a team around esports, trying to expand into that. We'll be adding a esports category to the site underneath the gaming drop-down. So definitely check that out for any esports coverage. We would really love to grow in that area. And you're going to see a lot of stuff from us in that regard in the near future. I've got some things I'd like to announce once we get closer to completion of a few things. And finally, our video series. We've added one more staff writer who's going to be doing some extra weekly videos. We're also pushing a lot of content to plays.tv/TechRaptor. So check that out if you're interested in sharing your game footage really easily via the Raptor client. A lot of us are using it. I've been using it for a while. It's pretty cool. But yeah, we're refining the hunt into a monthly segment, so you'll see that here in the very near future, as well as we've started a new series called Scouting Party, which is basically a rebranded First Impressions. So you're going to see a lot more stuff from us video-wise in the coming months. You're going to see at least like 15 to 20 things from E3, probably 10 or so things from Tech Week, and then Gen Con Gen Con's going to be nuts. We're going to have so much stuff. We already have, I think, like 8 or 9 things lined up, and most of the developers at Gen Con don't even have their schedules yet. So it's going to be awesome. But yeah, that's it for June. I'm going to have a lot to talk about next month. So stay tuned for a pretty long one as we talk about E3 and Tech Week and everything that's coming up for us in June. I'm so excited. I'm so happy that you guys are following us. Please continue to like, share, favorite all of our stuff. It really means the world to us. So with that, I'm out. Have a good one.